Here's the gravel. Whoa, geez. Always watch where you're going when you're filming. Jeez. These gravel tyres, road tyres and gravel, a bit sketch. But that's the thing, is always be paying attention to the road. You never know what you're going to hit. Especially riding one hand, it doesn't take much to knock your hand off. It's beautiful. This path's definitely a lot smoother than it used to be. It used to be so chunky, it's like crushed biscuits. Crushed vegan biscuits, like stale ones. You know, once you left out in the sunshine, in the back of a bike packing bag and eating Oreos, cryogenic. But yeah, beautiful, check this out. What a day for it, eh? What a day for it. So we're at the bike today, we've got a 200k ride. We're about, how many k's in are we? Durianrider, we're in 54 k's in. See on the Brighton. I just slept that off. This is the Brighton 330. I actually bought this with my own money a few years ago. I do rate them. I do rate them. This is the Brighton 330. It's got a 36-hour battery life. I love it. Brighton, to be transparent, Brighton have sponsored me since they've seen my videos of that. You can't go wrong, can you? Getting sponsored for product that you love, you know. This is the Merida Sculptura, and I do love the geometry of this bike. I love the 27 too. I don't really like the brake down the bottom. I think that's a bad idea. Just get more grit and dirt in there. And the braking performance, I find, on the bottom bracket is pretty poor. But then again, it's a lightweight road bike. You don't really need good brakes because you're going uphill. Downhill, don't just disengage the brakes. Got the seat post slammed here. So today's ride is basically testing out frame geometry. You know, this is a 56 and testing it out. People are like, Harley, you got your own brand. Why would you ride other brands? You know, what are you doing, mate? You're sabotaging your success and your business. It's like, well, people buy my bikes because they understand it's not really a business for me. It's more a hobby, and it's just this is my passion about getting people, you know, understanding the psychology, what gets people out on their own bikes. You know, I love transforming noobs to gun cyclists, and not just about being the fastest cyclist up the hill, but actually becoming a noob and then becoming a pretty fast cyclist, and then also inspiring other people and going, wow, you're a noob. You know, when you met Durianrider, now you're gunning it. Good on you. You know, what'd you do? And just inspiring people. And that just, people see that and they're like, well, I was a noob. I can relate. I'm now that person's fit. I can do that. And just about inspiring people. You know, so I see myself as the Harvey Weinstein of the vegan and cycling YouTube community, and that I make careers. I do have some scandals about me, but the difference between me and Harvey is probably about, I think it's about 5 inches, from what the rumors say. And but anyway, the difference is with these bikes and my bikes, the geometry is the same. This is the same geometry as a Pragma glycogen. It's got a 27.2 seat post, which I like, and the Merida would be a perfect frame if it had the brakes up here, which the new ones do. And the Merida make a good bike. You can't get them in the US because Merida apparently have 51% shares in Specialized, whatever it is. And the part of the market is they don't compete with Specialized. But they do make their frames out of Fushida in China, and then they go ship to Taiwan for the painting, decals, you know, quality control with assembly, etc. So that's what they do. They're made in China, frames made in China, Specialized S-Works and etc. Made in China, shipped to Taiwan, and then assembled and painted, etc. All my frames are made in China as well, but we paint them in China as well. And because I'm doing low volume, I don't have the same punitive tariffs that the big brands have. So that is why I can be very competitive with my prices as well. So same quality, same carbon layup, etc. Same geo. Just you don't pay for the brand and all that advertising bling bling. Anyway, let's get it back on the road. And you know what I mean, I get those little talking moments. So cycling is so good for the brain. It's like, it just gets you going, you know, it's like a stimulant. You just get your blood flow. I woke up this morning, so jump on the bike, have some water, have some sugar. Got one water bottle here because I'm just keeping it local. And just fill up when I see water and stuff like that. We're going to go down this hill. This is Moore's Road. And we're going to test out the geometry slam setup. It's a slam setup, and we're going to test it out how it feels on the gravel, sketchy roads. I've got the tyres at 120 psi, so we're going to nail this downhill, try not to bust a collarbone, because being off work sucks. And we're going to do that. I just want to test out the handling. So this is product testing day today, using other people's brand with the geometry that I like. So I don't have a 56 Pragma glycogen in my possession. I've got a 54. But I'm testing out different geometry, different angles. And this is why I can give you my experience getting out and testing, but he's totally transparent about it. Totally transparent about it. I believe that it's good to copy other designs that are out there that actually work. The bike industry is about bringing out new stuff. People are like, oh, that's new, that's exciting, but stuff's not even proven. You got your Cervelo forks cracking into your frame, like you see on that Lucia Technic channel. He makes some good content out there. And so people go for these new designs. What's new? What's new? Like, this is new back in the day. Remember that came out? Brakes down here? It's fucking stupid. Why would you put brakes down there? It's like, it's all the dirties. Oh, some more aero, Duro. Mate, jump on the wheel. Zip up your jersey if you want aero. Just zip it up a bit. Not so it's choking you, but it would take your jersey off even. We're sleeveless. But just anyway. Alright. It's enough. I think there's a ranger coming. Let's get out of here. This is a pretty steep downhill, and this is with carbon rims. You probably want to take it easy because you'll blow a tire off the rim. I just stopped and checked my DT Swiss Monchasseral rim, and it's getting a little bit hot, but they cool off pretty quick as well. So this is where hot, 120 psi, whatever I got in the tires. It feels very sketchy and very dangerous on these super fast. It doesn't look steep, but that's a beast of a climb. Not many people in the world could cycle up this. It's very, very steep, and it gets even steeper once it drops off down there. So I'll probably walk a little bit, ride a little bit, just feel it out. But yeah, listen to your rims. And that's the thing with disc brakes as well, though, is you can definitely cook a disc brake. But with fatter tires and lower PSI, you could probably just roll it down here pretty fast and be pretty safe. But yeah, it's all good. It's bloody awesome, isn't it? Hey, look at this. Adelaide. So my bikes are made in China, designed in China, tested in Adelaide in world-class conditions by world-class riders. It's bloody awesome here. Listen. Can't beat it, mate. Adelaide. The best place in the world to be during the corona crisis. Look at this. Fresh air. Can't beat it. Those mirrors are so handy. They're so handy. They're just like unbeatable. I can't believe people don't race with them. I race with them. Massive tactical advantage. Anyways, this is when Moriata now. This is Black Hill Conservation Park over there. That's a really gutsy climb over there. You can sort of see. So you can zoom in, not get too much shaky shakes. That's a beast of a climb. It's all switchbacks over there. That's a real gutsy one, that one. So I think I still got the camera on that. Come out and have a crack. But it's incredible places to train around here. And there's no one out here. Yeah, there's no one out here. It's just me and the birds and the scorpions and the red belly black snakes and a few echidnas up here. And there's the bunyip sighting last week up there, so be careful for the bunyip. Don't want to get the bunyip corona. And it's just legendary. Legendary. So you can see this doesn't do it justice. You can't really tell. You can't really tell how steep this is, but it's really, really good. It's actually better condition than I thought. It used to be a lot more. They've graded it. It used to be really slippery. So it looks like you could actually romp up here a lot better than back in the day. Back in 2011, it was very chunky. It was like this, but now it's pretty fast. Keep heading down. Here's a bit of nature. This is a gum tree, a variety of gum trees, many different types. This is actually what koalas eat, the leaves, the foliage. Do we see any koalas up here? There's definitely koala territory, but this is the species of gum tree. But they claw up, and their claws go in there. You can sort of see a few koala marks in there. You can sort of zoom in on that. You can sort of see there. There's scratches there from koalas, the little holes, and they're clawing their way out there. And this is a gum tree. So this one's probably, I'd say this one's at least 120 years old. What you do, if you want to know, you just cut it in half, and you count the rings of the bark, and then you can just super glue it together and it'll keep growing. But that's a gum tree, and they smell really nice. You see them in Los Angeles. Here we go, I'll show you that. This is another form of gum tree over here. There's some antlines down here. There's the ADD in me coming out. Those little pits, they're antlines, and they're like the ants fall in there and they get taken under and eaten by this little maggot with a little maggot with chompers, and they hatch into what's called a lacewing, which is a flying bug. So this is another form of it's more of a wattle gum. I don't think the koalas eat this one. I could be wrong. And it's got this stuff here. This is bush tucker with durianrider. If you're running low in iron, Just lick the barbed wire fence. Don't try not to crash into it. If you do crash into it, give it a good lick on the way down. And we've got some of this. This is this stuff here. It's not really vegan. It's tree blood. Actually, maybe it's vegan. I don't know. So it's actually pretty chewy. Just don't pull your teeth out eating it, and it'll chew a bit of this. I'll show you. Carbs, mate. Get a bit of vegan tree blood, certified vegan, and it's organic. Is this organic, mate? Is that? Yeah, it is. It's actually biodynamic, wild handcrafted. We've sold this on Dave Wolf website, so you can eat it. It's chewy. It's got the slightest bit of sugar sweetness in it, but it'll definitely, if you got any fillings, mate, it'll yank them out. So be careful with it. But yeah, if you're ever starving, have it. I think it's giving corona. Have a bit of that. If you ever stranded, it'll keep you alive for an extra couple 10 minutes. So there you go. That's a bit of bush. What's for the bunyip, mate? I'm gonna get out of here before it's getting a bit weird, eh? Let's get out of here. Tree here. Maybe you've seen the. Hang, is that an olive tree next to the gum tree? It is. It's an olive tree, a native Australian olive tree, introduced in 1910 by Luigi Giannopoulos and the family, and these grow prolifically here. So what we do in Australia is, we've got a great resource here. What we do though is we come along and poison them with really toxic poison, which runs and leaches in the topsoil and kills a lot of fauna and microorganisms. And then what we do is we import olives from overseas. So we've got a thriving, wild, organic, native olive industry here. And this certain times of year, you'll see local natives, Giuseppe and Stavros, coming along and harvesting the olives, which is great because it's it's making use of resources that are here. But what the council does, the Aussie council, is they'll come along here every few years and just cut them and put in poison, really toxic poison. So yeah, that's really smart. And let's import some food miles, cut down the local product, and then import it all the way from Italy. That's a very logical, common sense, rational way to do it. Very, very good. Keep it up, guys. Bit of a serious part of the video. People see a lot of high vis. They're like, "During what are you doing?" It's like, I think I'm starting a trend here in Adelaide. This is the high vis stuff. Been rocking it for a while now, over a year and a bit. If you want these jerseys out from locker.com, by the way, LOKK, locker.com.my, Hong from Malaysia. You can send you one. They're very, very good value, and they're good durability. They don't fade that much as well. They're like laser helmets. They don't fade much. All right, like durianrider doesn't fade in the heat. But yeah, I think I'm starting a trend here in Adelaide. I'm noticing a lot more. I'm on the bike every day as a motor transport, and I'm a bike geek, so I'm always looking at what people are wearing and trends and all that stuff. And noticing a lot of people running the high vis, not just your standard commuter, your high vis netty jacket or your DHB jacket or whatever. I'm seeing like guys, riding expensive bikes, wanky bikes, fashion bikes, who are also rocking the high vis stuff, and also now specialise in they're doing high vis stuff. So it's a trend that I'm happy to see getting more grip, not just in that commuter section, but actually in the recreational cyclist, racer cyclist style. It just makes sense, and I think Trek Segafredo, shout out to them for giving their riders like Richie Port and that some high vis stuff to ride in. It just makes sense. And we see Team Sky as well now, the high vis orange jerseys, and the Triple CC team, the Cornship team, they're also running the high vis stuff. So it's a good trend, and I hope it's here to stay. It just make it a bit easier for drivers to see. And most drivers are doing low carb diets now. They're on some Xanax or some Zoloft or Prozac or whatever. They're like, ugh, and they've got kids screaming in the back, or they've got Tinder texts they look at swiping for on their phone. And so if you're running, Men in Black style, Vinokurov's 2006 Astana, all in black, and it sort of looks cool back in the day, but now it's 2020 and it's high vis, man. And it's like, we've had enough. How many cyclists do we have to have die for this Men in Black style thing to go out? It's got to stop, man. It's got to stop. It's you won't see me wearing black kit, and if you do, I'll be wearing my little neon helmet, and I'll probably be running a light in the back as well. So if you're gonna run black, okay, but run lights, man. Run daylights at least. All right. So that's just my thing there. And the Men in Black thing, that wasn't throwing shade at Vinokurov. I think Vinokurov's got some. He's created the Astana team, which has had some powerful. What's the word? Contributions to cycling. The Men in Black thing started Vinokurov. Apparently, the rumor is to avoid certain people knocking on the door, he'd go out training and not run team kit, and he'd run in black. You know, had some super fans who wanted to catch up for autographs, so they'd knock on his door, you know, between 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. So to avoid the door knockers, the Jehovah's Witness blood takers, he would run in black kit, you know, so people wouldn't really recognise him. So it's a pretty smart move. But now, you know, and that sort of trend came on, a bit edgy, wearing black, and then S-Works bikes were all black with that white font, all black on black, and then Pirelli did that, and then Team Sky with the out of that stuff, and the Rafa kit, and then Rafa blew it up, black, and it's like, yeah, it's great to wash, and I always used to run black, and then I was like, hang on, this visibility sucks. This visibility sucks. And it's more eco, then you don't have to use this harsher solvents, but it's definitely not good for safety. So that's a bit of a serious part of the video. Rock the high vis, just be out there, man. Just anything. Socks are really good. High vis socks, because your legs are turning over. That's really powerful. A helmet's powerful, even your high vis bike, whatever you got. Any bit helps. Just make sure that you're seen out there, because people are like, oh, you know, like, the driver wasn't paying attention, that's why they hit me. You know, they won't see you if you got black or neon. It doesn't matter. If they're not looking, they're not looking. That's sort of true, but a lot of people will just look up every few seconds. So they scan the road up, and if they just look up and don't, it's easy to see me here today. All right, I'm standing out here. If I'm black or camo, I'm more hidden, aren't I? All right, so just make it easy for, if you, you don't see people in the army wearing neon, all right, unless they're trying to get rescued. So just make it easy for people to spot you. That's what I'm saying. Common sense. Common sense. Let's get to it. See if we can find you the koala, eh? It's termite mound. A little lump down there. You see a termite mound? I'll show you in the zoom lens. So this is a termite mound, and the little termites. They normally have snakes lying around there, so I generally won't go there because I have my snake boots on. But I hang with this koala here. Look at that. That little fuzzy. That's a little blinky bill. Can't really see it too well. Just a wave, boss. Yeah, just a wave. Come on, mate. Don't be too cool for school. These koalas these days, mate, because of Instagram, they're getting pretty pretentious. I'm verified on YouTube and Strava. Got blue tick. No, not Instagram, not yet. No, no go, no wave. A little fuzzy. And yeah, it's the gum tree I was talking about. They just sit out there munging all day. Munging their little asses off. I'm going to try a koala diet. I've been vegan 19 years, but maybe I'm missing out on something. Maybe I need some koala nutrition. Oh, there's one of these waddles here that koalas apparently eat. I'll do the koala diet. Looks like a young tender, like I'm young and tender. I already feel my kidneys starting to pack in. No, that's not going to keep you alive. Good mouthwash though. A bit of breath freshener. Aussie Tucker. Bush Aussie Tucker with durianrider. Seriously, this is like... Man, Adelaide's just unbelievable. I love the simple life, man. Bikes, carbs, nature, hot chicks. What more do you need? And what YouTube trolling? What more do you need in life? Seriously. What more do you need? Sunshine, water, sugar, fruits, rice, vegan pizza. What more do you need? What's that noise? Yeah. Good bunyip. Let's get out. Gravel rose. There's a fig tree here. Figs. One of my favourite fruits. Hear the bird? That's a rainbow lorikeets. And they're a fruit-eating bird. They love pollen and nectar and nuts and fruits and sugar. If you do find the lorikeets eating all your fruit, spit up a perch and fill it full of sugar water and chopped fruit, and they'll eat that, and they'll leave your fruit alone. They just go for the highest calorie things. So if you give them sugar water, it's more guaranteed, less effort for them to get the calories. They'll leave your fruit alone. Or you can net it, and that works, but then the birds get caught in the net, and it's, you know, just put out food for them. It's easy for them. They'll just, like, you know, like, if you go to McDonald's or whatever, the analogy is if you've got kids stealing food, just put out free food, then they'll eat that, they won't come in the shop. You know what I mean? Like, it's just common sense, but a lot of farmers just go out and shoot them. It's like, just give them food, and they're like, oh, but then we'll code and come back. Well, like, they're coming back anyway because you got fruit, so they're coming. So you can spend money and time netting, which is convenient if you've, you know, not at your farm all the time, but if you live on your farm, then just put out food for them, or have another paddock over here and put the food over there, and they'll come to that. It's just common sense. Anyone doubts that, just go to Currumbin, Sanctuary in the Gold Coast. There's a lot of lorikeets there every afternoon for the free food. And, but yeah, I need some carbs. It's important to eat carbs every hour, keep the fat burning going. Otherwise, if you don't eat every hour, if you train fasted, then you slow your thyroid down. You just do. You might lose a bit of weight, but at the expense of your thyroid health. So, it's like using a credit card. Oh, I've got this now, no cash, no worries, mate. It's like, yeah, you're going to pay it back later on. So don't train fasted. You'll be in a worse mood later on. Your recovery will be down. Always have some sugar with you. I've got sugar in my water bottle. And I'm going to have some extra with some grapes just in a second. So never train fasted unless you want slow thyroid, right? So fasted training is slow thyroid, meaning your TSH, your thyroid stimulated hormone, will go up because your T3 and T4 production go down in the absence of carbohydrate in a fasted state. People are, growth hormone release, blah, blah, blah. It's like you listen to Thomas DeLauer and those fake natty dudes are shooting up a shit ton of steroids and growth hormone, which is fine. Do that, but don't lie to people about it and say, oh, I'm natural by my fasting program. It's like, it's a scammer, that's sociopathic. Using steroids, claiming natural and claiming your results is because you skipped breakfast and you went to the gym, train harder than anyone else. Nah, man, it's because you use more steroids than anyone else is going to use. Simple as that. Those are off. Actually, that's not a good idea. They'll be full of funnel web spiders. Stuff them under your jersey. These are some really nice grapes. They don't look too flash, but they're bloody good. They're nice and sweet, full of sugar and full of vitamins and the good stuff, right? Beautiful. The bees are out here as well. If the bees are there, that means no pesticides. These don't get sprayed. So I'll snack on these and get my fill. I'll keep on rolling. Nothing beats good quality fruit. Makes you feel divine. Eaten from the vine. That little donkey. How you doing this morning? Have a little sniff. Known this donkey about 13 years. Very friendly. A lot of meals together, haven't we, over the years? A little face. Where's your little buddy? And there another one around here. Yeah, scratchy. There's a little snout. Going for the lean. Another one of my favourite fruits, cherry guava. These are unreal. Beautiful. So I've come home and Natasha is in her bikini and she's got a, what's in this, Natasha? What have you made in here?
Bananas, tablespoon of peanut butter,
yeah,
white sugar, soy milk and a bit of water.
Yeah, wow. That's all right. Looks good. What are you having for breakfast?
Yeah, thanks.
Got home, want to change jerseys. This is the summer jersey. And it's pizzas. 2 vegan pizzas last night. Where's the other box? Maybe Meatball went off with it. Where did Meatball do with the other box?
She told me not to tell you.
Really? Bad little Meatball. Is she in here? Meatball. Hey, hey little face. Where's little Meatball?
She done a runner.
So I just got meeting a contact, Facebook Marketplace bike dealing contact, and pick up some cranks and some cassettes. What's going on with lighting? I look like I'm got corona again.
I'm not sure. You got it on something.
These are not a bad crank. Got these for 110. They're BB30. They're pretty light, and they've hardly been used. They were like an $800 crank retail. But second-hand market, things go real cheap. BB30. The gold is the BB386 Evo, and silver or black is BB30. Tasha's my assistant today. She's got the little BB30 sticking out there. Loves a good BB30. So I'm just gonna get some lollies. $97 k's in. This is the street I was born on. I just looked around. So my mum, on the way to hospital, she dropped me off basically here. I had to go to work. I was born just about there in the gutter. That's why I was slapping the big dog in the gutter, because alpha. Explains a lot, doesn't it? Explains a lot. I always wondered how I became such an alpha, and street science explains a lot. So 97k in. Doing some bergs around here. This is Mitcham. Mitcham, South Australia. Quite steep. Just cruising around, listening to some podcasts from down the Blue in Thailand. Informative, educational stuff. Loving it. Just easy. It's almost 3 o'clock. I've got another 4 hours till sunset, so I've got the lights as well. Just a dilly-dally day in the sunshine. Pine Road, and back in the early 90s, 91, 92, 93, 95, etc. up till probably 2000, we used to ride this road. It used to be dirt, like it's dirt road. Now it's paved. This is a golf course here. I think it's closed because of Corona. But one of my first ever jobs was walking along this perimeter. Still smells the same. It's freaky, man. It's amazing how you can remember smells. We used to walk up and down here. Me and the guys, it was Glenn and Scott Day, the brothers, and they lived around the corner, and we used to go up and down here in the Saturday morning, and just go and just ride mountain bikes. I used to ride BMXs, they have 4 mountain bikes just sort of around. From trails, this first bit of single track over road through here, and yeah, when we come here, we'd collect golf balls, find them, and then when the golfers came past, we'd say, hey, golf balls for sale, and it was pretty good. It was good money back then for 13, 14-year-old, and didn't last that long because my mum was worried I'd get kidnapped, and I understand that the worry, probably wasn't justified, but I understand when the attention came. So that was the good old days of Pine Road, and yes, it's hilarious. It's hilarious coming back here. A lot of memories in Pine Road, Tangari National Park, having little bushfires and stuff like that. Epic days, getting out there in nature. So the kids don't do that much these days, eh? It's like it's all city stuff. 190 on the clock, and not far to go now. Another 10k, wrap it up. Bike's been good. Bike's been great. Yeah, it's been a good day. I definitely have a lot of neck pain now. Still recovering from that concussion, from that coward attack back in January. Oh, my neck's never this sore. Oh, got a headache. It's not dehydration headaches. I'm very hydrated. Just oh. So yeah, it's definitely still not 100%. I definitely noticed as well that I still have balance issues. Someone said I had a brainstem injury. I've got to go do some more follow-ups with the neurologist or that. But yeah, concussion ain't no joke. Concussion ain't normally a 200k ride, I'm just like, come home, no worries, but this is like a lot of pain, and definitely affects the quality of the ride, but try and block it out and listen to some audio books, etc. So yeah, pain's there, but if you give it a voice, that's a different story altogether. So yeah, otherwise it's been a fantastic day. My balance does feel a bit off. I noticed, like, I was a bit like, I tried to ride no hands a few times there, and I was like, whoa, a bit shaky. So it's incredible how long concussion lasts, and no one knows how long concussion lasts. So it's like in the movies, you see someone, gets attacked from behind or whatever, knocked out, and it's like, back again. There's no context there at all. So definitely always wear your helmet. Always wear your helmet, and you never know when a coward's going to attack you. Anyway. Go get some food. I was just trying to get one of these vegan pies that the Coles Express have sold out. Natasha should have some food on the boil when I get home, and we'll get it done. Another 10k to go. Done and dusted, March 200. Let's go see what's at home for food, and then we'll jump on Strava and look at where we rode today for the Corona. The lungs feel really good though. The lungs, breathing's very important. That's very important to get the blood pumping, the lymph pump for detox and immunity. That's my juice. I'll drink some more juice, put some sugar in there to help restore muscle glycogen. Also, to prevent too much weight loss, protein is good. Eat more protein to maintain weight, gain weight. Natasha is down there, and we've got white rice. So we just have as much white rice as I want. Very important to partition the glycogen into the muscles. And then we've got some fat. I've burnt a lot of fat today, so we don't want to lose too much fat. This is one of my favourite sources of fat, and it's a very tasty sauce. So if you burn through a lot of fat too soon, get the fat there. So we're getting it all. We're getting the protein for the maintain weight. We've got the carbs for the muscle glycogen, and we've got the fat for the body fat. I can already feel my stomach's tighter today, so don't want to have too lean. So Tyrrell's proudly brought to you by. I try and do a 200k ride every month. Doesn't always happen, but I'm trying to get back into that. I've got a goal of running the sub 2:30 marathon, and the 200k rides definitely help with that. See, we got 1,000 kudos. Can you give yourself I can't even give myself kudos. Can you do that? Do you like your own stuff? I sign in 1,000 different accounts and like my stuff. This is durianrider Team Vegan. Follow me on Strava. This is the unverified badge, and never seen such little traffic. It was an amazing day. It was a magical day, and so we did 4 up Norton Summit, 1, 3, 4 up Nortons, and then a bit of gravel riding. And we'll zoom in here. This is Adelaide. Adelaide's much like Los Angeles. Very, very similar. You got the mountains up here, and you got the flats, and you got the nice beaches. But we have dolphins. Still dolphins here. There's dolphins living. This is the only port in the world that has dolphins living in it. It's pretty crazy. So Adelaide, this is a haven for cycling. This is all mountainous ranges here, about 700 meters tall, and some really, really steep climbs. I went along there, my old suburbs where I used to live, out in the bike park, bike track down in McLaren Vale, and then back along, just backtracked a bit, and it's just great riding around. So there you go, that's 200 Ks, Adelaide, South Australia, probably the best place in the world to be right now, apart from Thailand, and just incredible place to ride. So you can all these areas you can ride around, and a lot of deforestation, etc., but Adelaide's still got a bit of forest left in it. So there you go, that is the ride, and just cruising along, just casual riding, 13 hours total time. Average 21k an hour, so just cruising along. It wasn't even windy at all, really. It was very, very casual. Watts, it's probably about 140 watts, it felt like. And there you go. So that's elapsed time. So let's do it. If I was, in a race situation, elapsed time, I'd probably average about 30k an hour, and so that would be 390k's probably. 390k's, versus 200. So double the distance almost. And so time-wise, so we had about 4 hours off the bike. Isn't it amazing how quickly you can lose 4 hours? So if I was on the bike an extra 4 hours, it'd be 280. So just going home, have something to eat, fixing tyres or whatever, just talking, making vlogs. You choose up the time. So that's an example there. If you're wanting to cover not fast, but you want to cover big distances in a day, then the minimal time you spend off the bike really adds up, and also pushing the watts up to maybe 300. 200 watts, 220 watts average for the duration of 13 hours, and you'll just bang out big distances. So there you go. That was, elevation 2.7, so a third of an Everest. Pretty casual day, really nice day. Come home feeling fresh apart from the neck pain, etc. But otherwise, just a great day on the bike, and listen to audiobooks and just chilling, man. Just a great endurance builder.